According to ESPN's draft projections, Zion Williamson has a 59% chance to reach the level of an NBA All-Star, by far the best chance of anyone in this class. No prospect has had a better chance since Anthony Davis, guy's been in the news a little bit lately. Back in 2012, obviously the former Pelican made the All-Star team in each of his last 6 years and will now be plying his trade in a Laker uniform. And Malika Andrews, she has been on the scene there in New Orleans, first getting the reaction to the AD trade. And now, Malika, as we turn to Thursday's draft and the city gets ready to welcome the new face of the franchise, I know you spoke with Zion's camp. What was their reaction to the AD deal?
Look, I mean, there is nothing that has happened this week that has deterred or dampened Zion's excitement to come to New Orleans. And I was told that he took a visit here last week. He came in on Tuesday and he met with some people in the front office. He met with the coaching staff. He went out to dinner, and it was his first time ever visiting New Orleans. And that only kind of heightens the excitement that he's feeling. And he went to a very famed restaurant in New Orleans. It's been around since 1893. It's won multiple James Beard Awards. And he sat down and he ordered a mountain of chicken fingers. So one thing that New Orleans fans will have to do is introduce him to a little bit of gumbo. But he's excited. And anything that happened with Anthony Davis hasn't really changed that.
Yeah, gumbo, grilled oysters, lots and lots of options there. I would say for a foodie, it's a very good place. But listen, he's a college kid,
yes.
You know, chicken fingers. All right, so we're just 3 days away from the draft. And obviously the Pelicans hold the first pick and they're going to take Zion. They also have that 4th overall pick because of the Lakers trade. How does Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations David Griffin feel about the position that they're in with that number 4 pick that they're shopping right now?
Look, for the first time in a very long time, the Pelicans are in a position of power entering the summer. They have this number 4 pick. They have this franchise player coming in Zion Williamson, and they really feel like they have a lot of people coming to the table right now. I've been told that they've been taking phone calls all week about that number 4 pick, and something that we might want to watch for that would make sense for them to add is a veteran big to this roster of young talent. And so that's something that I expect to potentially see happen as they're looking at their roster and making evaluations leading up to the draft on Thursday.
Listen, they hold a lot of cards. It's a great week to be in New Orleans, and you'll be there taking us all the way up to the NBA draft on Thursday night. Malika, thanks.
For more, we welcome in our basketball analyst, Seth Greenberg. Okay, Zion Williamson, your presumptive number 1 pick come Thursday. What are your thoughts about him being paired with the new additions, Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram, down in New Orleans?
I think it's the makings of a great small ball lineup. You think about the NBA today, it is small ball centric. You can put Zion Williamson as a small ball 5, which creates a matchup nightmare. He rebounds him on the defensive end. He initiates your fast break. You got Ingram, who has incredible potential and length, the ability to score. Lonzo, great vision and feel. You put Holiday in that group, and you have the makings of a really good small ball lineup. So you know what you add?
What?
You add a guy like DeAndre Hunter from Virginia. 6'8", defends multiple positions, rebounds the ball, shot the ball very well in the NCAA tournament, extremely skilled, mature. You win with character, you win with toughness, you win with a feel for the game. And DeAndre Hunter, if you look at the guys that have come out of Virginia, Joe Harris, obviously, Malcolm Brogdon, they've all transitioned seamlessly to the NBA.
That is if you keep that number 4 pick.
If you keep it.
Okay.
Can get rid of it, maybe get it 8 and get Jackson Hayes at 8, but we don't want to go ahead.
We'll see. More projection from the draft coming up later from Seth. On the flip side, Lakers get that other superstar, Anthony Davis, to go along with LeBron. What else, who else do they need on that roster?
They need shooting, and they need a point guard. But first and foremost, they need shooting. You think about last year, the Lakers, they couldn't shoot the 3. So who do you get? Who's available? How about J.J. Redick? Not only can he make shots, he's great without the ball. He keeps people occupied. He's great in the locker room. He's got maturity. He's got a toughness about him. And he can deal with the pressure of playing with LeBron. And I'll give you another guy that I think is kind of an interesting guy that would match up. Patrick Beverley.
Okay.
Patrick Beverley. You got to have a guy that can defend the best perimeter players in the NBA. You got to have a guy, again, that has a toughness and aggressiveness. And also, by the way, Beverley shot over 40% from the 3-point line. So in Beverly, you can get a guy who can initiate, but can really defend. And you've got to play a guy opposite Kyle Kuzma who can defend because he's not the best defender. I'm trying to be nice. So if you put Beverly with Kuzma, a guy who can defend and make threes, those two guys can really help the Lakers.